Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Donald.
What is he doing? Is he leaving? He was supposed to say something. He had a whole speech. Right. My name is Phyllis, and it appears I'll be reading his remarks instead. First, I have to change something. So, that is much better. Here we go. I was just looking at my notes, and I could do this one without any notes, because there's great love for what you do. And I think you haven't been treated well for many years. But you're making up for it now. You're really making up for it now. So it's an honour, and I'm delighted to be here at the Department of State to announce some of the largest ever investments in American mining. Great. A great thing mining is. We're putting our miners back to work, and we're reclaiming America's rightful place as the minerals superpower of the world, which is what we are. People just didn't know that for a while. I want to thank our great Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, for hosting us. It's a beautiful building, but you know, I look at the presidents allowed to remove things from any building, and I'm liking the chandeliers. I like those Corinthian columns, but I don't know. Cutting them out would be not good. Those are beautiful columns, but I'm allowed to do it. Every once in a while, I'll come in here and grab a painting and put it at the Oval Office, right? But not too much. But I want to thank Marco. I want to thank Secretary of Interior Doug Bergen, who's done a fantastic job. Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick likewise, and as well as Executive Director of the National Energy Dominance Council, Jared Ain. Thank you, Jared, and thank you all. I love that, the Dominance Council. I've never heard that one before. That's a hell of a name. Where's Jared? Where's Jared? Right there. Hi, Jared. That's, I like that. Did you make up that? Did you come up with that?
That's all you, sir. You came up with that.
I think it's pretty good. Nobody's seen what's happening today in our country. Nobody has seen anything like it. And, hopefully you'll see it again, but only for us. I think it's going to be hard to match. However, today the United States is opening new mines at the fastest pace. So, we opened the first American rare earth mine in more than 70 years. What's that all about, Marco? We've announced the construction of the first new aluminium smelter since 1980. It's going to be a big one. I mean, if it's the same one, building a massive, beautiful job producing smelter in, Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma because they have 77 counties. I won all 77 3 times, right? You know, oh, he's looking, right? Nobody's, you know, who second was Ronald Reagan, 56. That's pretty good, right? I like Oklahoma. We authorize deep-sea mining to unlock vast, untapped resources off our coast. Doug made a terrible mistake before when he said coal. I said you have to always precede it by saying clean, beautiful, coal. He made a speech once, and it was a great speech. But he took me very much, you know, at the word he said clean, beautiful, coal. He mentioned coal about 40 times, and he kept saying clean, beautiful. I said, OK, that's enough. That's enough. But it needs a little public relations help. But it doesn't need so much anymore. We're producing more coal now than just about ever before. It's firing up our great plants and certain types of plant. There's, you know, nothing like it. And we're out of that business. If you would have seen the people suffer, and some of you were those people. I believe some of you were the people. But, this great big coal deposits, and you couldn't touch them. If you touched them, you were like a bad person. They put you in jail. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And, you know, China's smart. and they're using coal.